The holidays are supposed to be a season to be merry, but that's difficult if you're cold, hungry, or struggling to provide for your children. For 50 years, however, the city's disenfranchised have found a friend at their side. ABCD, Action for Boston Community Development.
The mission is really about providing the tools for people to get out of poverty. And we know that poverty isn't a singular issue. There's not a single answer. It has to deal with housing. It has to do with financial literacy. It has to do with education. It has to do with people's health. And so we really try to address poverty and give people the tools to address it themselves in a multifaceted way.
They spent their day playing hide and seek.
Spend a morning at an ABCD Head Start program or at their headquarters where people are desperately seeking fuel assistance, and you'll understand what true need is. ABCD President John Drew says he hates how these people are characterized as gaming the system. So many of his clients get up at 5 a.m., then take 2 buses to toil at minimum wage jobs.
They get to the job, there's no breaks, and by the way, no benefits, and don't get sick or you lose your job. If you lose your job, you lose your housing. If you lose your housing, you end up in a homeless shelter or someplace worse. That's what's on people's minds.
Now, is your apprentice working?
ABCD assists more than 100,000 low-income Boston area residents, and the scope of that help is vast, from providing elder services to delivering groceries to hungry families, to ensuring kids have a Christmas toy and a warm coat on a frigid winter day.
We find children who need glasses, nutrition. We are dealing with the obesity epidemic and really trying to teach parents to exercise with their children and to eat healthy and to watch those things. So it's a holistic program that really gives children the best start they can have.
Still, at a time when 23 million children in America live in poverty, federal sequestration cuts forced ABCD to eliminate 200 Head Start slots for children this year alone. Those moms who were fortunate enough to be able to leave their kids at this South Boston site say it's a lifesaver.
It's crucial if you don't have childcare, if you don't have access to a high-quality preschool. For myself, I wouldn't be able to go to work. That my child gets a quality education before entering kindergarten, so he's ready for school.
It's really helpful because if, like, your child is behind in language or behind in something like maybe walking, you know, there's programs out there that gets it early so that it's corrected so they could go forth in their life without any, like, interruptions.
ABCD relies heavily on the generosity of businesses in Boston for major donations, and lots of them step up to the plate. Take RBC, for instance, the regional office of the Royal Bank of Canada. They collect carloads of new coats from employees and also present a generous check each year for fuel assistance.
I think all the corporations should have somewhat responsibility if you're going to be here. And I think that we take that seriously and make sure that we do our part.
We're fortunate. We have a really good business, and a lot of our employees have been here a long time. And the opportunity to give back, especially ABCD, it's such a worthy entity here in Boston. They're helping the city's neediest people, and it's our ability to do something directly.
Most of all, they like pretending to fly. Who likes to pretend to fly? Me! Yeah, I wish I can fly.
So what can Bostonians do to help ABCD? Their winter emergency campaign is seeking new unwrapped toys, new coats, new blankets. Cash is always welcome and can be put to great use.
All people want to do is live a life. I can go home at night. I have a key to my door. I don't live under a bridge. I know I can feed my children. Please, everybody listening, we need your help. We're a charitable organization. Everything that comes in goes right to families.
And ABCD is actively looking for donations for its winter emergency campaign. Just to give you an idea of where your money would go, $1,000 would stock a neighborhood pantry. $800 would fuel an oil tank at someone's home. $100 for brand new blankets, or even $25, that's groceries for nutritious meals. And if you want to give, again, the information and contact numbers can be found on WCVB.com.